Dear, good morning. Rob Evans on FTE, and just thought I'd drop in and say hi because I haven't been on it for a while because we've basically been moving house, which has its own complications and stress levels, as you can imagine. So, how do I bring myself back to a controlled stress? Stress is good for us, but obviously, when you're prolonged in high stress, it's not good for us, as I found out during the fire service and when I left. It does catch up with you. So, the whole point of me doing all this is to help encourage people to identify and recognize signs and symptoms very early, and then to do their self assessments and self care. By all means, use the professionals because what they're there for. But most of this work you can do on your own, and it's a bloody good feel factor when you can change things and yeah, you look after yourself. So what do? Well, I'm aware of my aches and bodies, my joints if they hurt. We can hold stress in our stomachs, IBS, you name it, autoimmune responses. Hence, I had eczema when I first left the fire service. Excuse me, getting a few flies around here. Yeah, I had eczema. You can respond and react. So it's understanding and recognizing when these are happening. So if you get achy joints or just sleepless nights, just don't go out for a run the next day or cycle, whatever you want to do. Just chill and relax. And if you feel like you're having a crap day, then it's okay to have that crap day. Just chill, relax, take it all on board, sit still and sit still with it, and sit with the thoughts and emotions that come up, process them, recognize them, identify them, and yeah, let them go. That's the biggest thing. So what I also do is I then feed my body with the right foods. So I won't be like I was in the service. I was reaching for quick fix energy foods because that's all you had to do, and I totally understand that. It's not easy. Lack of sleep, you just reach for the quick fix sugary. Just give me that food, and I'll drink coffee and stay awake all day because you're running on bloody autopilot. But now I've had a chance to look after myself. I'm probably in the best shape I've ever been. And that's because I've taken care of myself. The cycling, I may even go surfing soon. So it's trying something different. It was a big decision to leave the fire service after my completed years. I could have stayed on and done extra years, but now for my own mental health and physical health, I had to get out. I've actually got hairy knees now, so I'm no longer crawling around on my bloody knees, either at RTCs or in a BA job. Breathing apparatus, that was for those that non-fire service or car crashes. So my knees aren't as bad as they used to be. I'm actually feeling stronger and healthier, but I'm feeding myself the right energy foods, sustainable foods, fruit, veg, clean foods, rather than sugary fixes that I just can't do anymore. Drink in moderation, of course I do. There's nothing wrong with a drink now and again, but I haven't had properly loads of drinks for a long, long time, but I had a nice Guinness the other day, and Christ, it went down a treat. But what I'm also doing is giving myself a break and time to chill. And when I'm sitting still, I wake up and have my coffee in the mornings. I'm just sat there taking it all in, the sights, the sounds, the smells, the taste of the air. It sounds a bit wacky, but we need to be in tune with our bodies. And when you start to feel sensations, I can feel people's energy quite clearly. That was probably from my karate time, when you're looking for an opening when you're fighting somebody. But you can feel someone's energy, and if you say that's all bollocks, then that's fine. You're entitled to that opinion, but I'd like you to notice the next time you walk into an office and someone's had a bloody argument, you can feel it coming off these two people, or three or four. You can feel that energy in that room. So I like to think about how I'm going to change my energy. If I'm having a low day, how do I boost it? I either get out in nature, I go for my cycle rides. Like I say, I'm going to go try the surfing, which should be fun. Got battered by the waves the other day, by the way. But there's some big waves here on the west coast, hence the reason it's called the Silver Coast. So with a board, it might be a little bit easier. Just with my belly, it wasn't so easy. But hey, you got to keep your sense of humour and you got to give it a bit of fun, innit? So I like to go cycling. I like to connect with nature. Hence, we've got everything around us now at the moment. What you can't smell is someone's been spreading the cow muck. It must be quite a long way. There's a good breeze, and it's a bit whiffy now and again. You get a cow muck. but most of the time it's calm, it's quiet. But yeah, we do get the weather from the coast. We're just about 5-10 minute walk from the actual coast. So it is a different energy, but you've got nature's energy. I like to think of myself as fairly, well, I was in control in the fire service. I was in charge of the truck for bloody hell, 28 years, 23 years. So I was dealing with myself, my crew, and the public. And it was only when I left that things actually caught up with me. What I've also been doing over the last 6 years, I've been using doTERRA essential oils. Now, we don't sell these, we just promote them to say that this is what we use and it works for us, it may work for you. And the biggest leap for me to keeping me calm was a calming blend called Adaptiv. Absolutely fantastic blend. It's uplifting, it's a anxiety reducer. It was kind of designed in mind for PTSD, which, hey, it bloody works. And it was with doTERRA actually gave it to many of the hospitals, especially in America, during the pandemic, and for veterans coming back from combat duty. Because it's calming, it's uplifting as well, because it's got wild orange in it, many other things. It's just a way of grounding. Now, I say about senses: sight, sound, taste, smell, touch. If you can think back to a time, I know you might walk into a bakery and think, oh, they smell of cakes, get off, fly. Why do they want to get in your ears? So you might walk into a bakery or smell a bakery and think, oh, it takes you right back to your grandmother or your mother's baking. So your smell takes you back to a memory. So if I can use, and if I'm feeling really crap, if I can use the Adaptiv and I can smell that, that's grounded me straight away and takes me back to being association rather than disassociation. Takes me back to something that, where I can be calm, relaxed and chilled. So if I use this regularly, where I am calm and relaxed, little flies, I can now be in more control of how I react and respond. Now, because it's got citric acid, as in the citrus fruits, it's got wild orange. For me, with the UV, I cannot use it. I normally put it applied to the back of my neck, all your pulse points. But it's ideal that I can use this and put it straight on the soles of my feet. But I do use it at night, every night, and I sleep pretty well, to be honest. So sleep is a massive thing about rest and recovery. We need that downtime. So turn off your phones. Hey, definitely turn off the news, because it's all negative stimulus. And it's just simple ways of, like, say, how do we take control? Now, once you've got I say I can do a lot more on Adaptiv. I'm not dwelling. I'm not going to sell it. I'm just promoting it in a sense that this is what's worked for me. If you want to know information, just DM me and let me know. There is so much information on it, and it's been used by, well, many athletes now. So it's all 100% pure, certified pure, tested grade. So there's no additives and crap chemicals. I've had enough of those in my time. So if you're interested, then just DM me. But what I am working on now is to do with the polyvagal nerve, and I've done stuff on PTSD and anxiety, depression. Thank you for that. So now I'm trying to do a little bit more and trying to help other people. So the background, I've said a lot of things during my time, and I've not realised why they make sense, and they make perfect sense now I've started doing this program. And it's simple self-help techniques that we can all do. You can do it in your own time, and this is something I want to take forward a bit more. So keep watching out for this one. Basically what we're trying to say is, with your daily habits, they become lifestyle changes. And my lifestyle for the 28 years was in the fire service. Thank God I grabbed those 2 years from previous and I used them for my accrued pension and got 30 years and cleared off out. Because I do understand and I take on board what everyone is going through. Hey, trust me, we haven't got it great here. It's still tough. Things like we're on holiday. We're not on holiday. We have so many things to go through. I've moved house 4 times in 4 years. So it's not easy. Living abroad is not easy. Living and holidaying are 2 separate, completely separate things. So it's not simple, but it's our choices, and that's what we chose to do. And I'm choosing not to swap this fly, bloody thing. We chose to live here, and we choose to continue living here, and with that we have to choose how we respond to the things or stresses that are thrown at us. It's an individual choice to what we do, what we eat, how we conduct ourselves in our lives. But what I'm trying to say is that if I can keep raising awareness, I'm going to keep cycling and raising awareness. There's another event coming up fairly soon that I'm going to cycle in, and I've got UK firefighters and hopefully the Bombeiros here in Portugal joining us, which would be absolutely fantastic. Oh, it's easy to do that, isn't it? I bet you're all doing that anyway. But it's this is what I want to do, is keep raising the awareness for PTSD and mental health and self-help techniques. So hopefully this has been helpful. Like I say, I'm just quickly scanning over because it's been on for a long time. But think about your meditations. They're simple, they're free. Get out, connect with nature, sit and just breathe. Think about your breathing, where the breathing's coming from, into your chest, into your belly. How is it deep, is it shallow? And if you're aware of it at the beginning, like we do it as a fire situation, if we were absolutely blowing out of our backside and we're stressed and we're under strain, everyone says take a knee. You take a knee because you're out of the heat, you bring yourself down a level, you calm down, you take a few good deep breaths, you give yourself thinking time, thinking space. Same sort of thing, just allow yourself to pause, stop, and let that become a habit. And if we can keep doing these daily habits, and what I would say is we keep encouraging and inspiring each other, keep in contact, because we are social creatures, and this is my way of helping others, hopefully, and it keeps me in contact. So I know a lot of my mates don't speak to me as much because they're all under stress and they're busy, which is quite a horrible thing really, because everyone's so bloody busy because they're trying to survive, and it shouldn't be like that. But surviving can also be chilling, relaxing, just giving yourself that 5-minute breather, sleeping properly, eating properly, listen to upbeat, good music. We do it in the car sometimes. We just get in the car, drive, upbeat music, and we're away. So give yourself that breathing space and allow yourself to be happy and healthy. Hopefully this has gone down okay and you're inspired. So there is more stuff coming up with the Polyvagal Nerve. A lot more information on that, and hopefully you'll find that interesting. I'm going to try and get this fly, and I'll speak to you all again soon. So Rob Evans on FTE signing off. Ciao for now.